Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Habit Lab, the podcast where we talk about improving our lives one small step at a time. I'm your host, Adam.
And I'm Mary. Happy to be here, though I have to admit, Adam, I'm not feeling very upbeat today.
Oh no, what's going on? You look like you haven't slept in a week.
It's my English studies. I've been trying to reach that advanced level for months now, but I feel like I'm hitting a brick wall. I set a goal to study for 2 hours every single night, but by 9 p.m., my brain is just mush.
2 hours every night? That's a huge commitment, Mary.
I know, but I want to be fluent. However, last night, I just stared at my grammar book and started crying. I'm seriously considering just giving up. Maybe I'm just not a language person. Maybe I should just stick to my native language and call it a day.
Whoa, slow down. Don't throw in the towel just yet. What you're experiencing is burnout, not a lack of talent. You're trying to climb Everest in flip-flops.
It feels like that. I want to learn, but the habit just won't stick. I start strong on Monday, and by Thursday, I'm watching Netflix and feeling guilty.
That is exactly what we are talking about today. Building a habit isn't about willpower, it's about strategy. I actually read a few books on this recently, Atomic Habits and Tiny Habits. How about we brainstorm a way to save your English journey?
I'm all ears because right now, my current strategy is failing miserably.
Tip 1, the 2-minute rule. Okay, first things first, we need to talk about the 2-minute rule.
2 minutes? Adam, you can't learn a language in 2 minutes. That sounds like one of those get-rich-quick schemes.
You're right, you can't master it in 2 minutes, but you can start it. The idea is that a new habit should take less than 2 minutes to begin. When you say, I'm going to study English for 2 hours, your brain sees a mountain. It's scary, so you procrastinate.
Definitely. I spent 30 minutes just scrolling through my phone because I'm dreading those 2 hours.
Exactly. But if your goal is just to open my notebook and write one sentence or listen to one English song, it's too easy to say no to. Anyone can do something for 2 minutes.
So the goal isn't the 2 hours, it's just showing up?
Precisely. Once you start, the friction is gone. Often you'll find yourself continuing for 20 or 30 minutes anyway. But on days when you're exhausted, you just do your 2 minutes and stop. You keep the streak alive without the stress.
I like that. It takes the pressure off. Open the book is much easier than master the subjunctive mode.
Tip number 2, temptation bundling, learning with joy.
Okay, but what about the boredom? Sometimes grammar is just dry.
That leads us to tip number 2, temptation bundling. This is a fancy way of saying combine something you need to do with something you want to do.
Like eating chocolate while doing taxes.
Exactly. If you love a specific podcast or a certain type of tea, tell yourself you only get to enjoy that thing while you're practicing English.
Oh, I love those expensive caramel lattes from the shop downstairs. So I could tell myself I'm only allowed to buy one if I'm sitting in the cafe reading an English novel.
Perfect. You're bundling the difficult task with a reward. Your brain starts to associate English with the taste of caramel and the cozy vibe of the cafe, rather than the pain of studying.
That's brilliant. I usually treat English like a chore, like cleaning the bathroom. No wonder I want to quit. I need to make it a treat instead.
And finally, let's talk about how to remember to do it. Have you heard of habit stacking?
Is that like stacking blocks?
Sort of. It's using an old habit as a trigger for a new one. The formula is, after current habit, I will new habit.
Give me an example.
Well, what's something you do every single morning without fail?
I brew my coffee. I can't function without it.
Great. So your stack is, after I pour my morning coffee, I will learn 3 new English words. You don't have to think about when to do it. The coffee machine tells you it's time.
That makes so much sense. I've been trying to find free time in my schedule, but my schedule is always a mess. If I attach it to my coffee or my commute, it becomes automatic.
Exactly. You're building a bridge from something you already do to something you want to start doing.
Wow, Adam, I feel much better. I went from wanting to burn my textbooks to actually looking forward to my 2-minute coffee English session tomorrow.
I'm so glad to hear that. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Doing 10 minutes a day for a year is much better than doing 5 hours once a month and then quitting.
You've saved my English journey. Now, I think I owe the listeners a summary of the cool expressions we used today.
Vocabulary Spotlight. Let's look at 5 key terms from our conversation. To hit a brick wall. This means to suddenly be unable to make any more progress. Example, I was doing well with my fitness routine, but I hit a brick wall last week. To throw in the towel. This idiom means to admit defeat or quit. Example, English is hard, but don't throw in the towel just yet. Friction. In the context of habits, this refers to the resistance or obstacles that make a task harder to start. Example, to make exercise easier, lay out your gym clothes the night before to reduce friction. Procrastinate. To delay or postpone doing something, often by doing easier, less important tasks. Example, I often procrastinate by cleaning my room when I should be studying. Consistency, the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way, or of always happening in a similar way. Regularity. Example, consistency is the key to success in any new hobby. And that's a wrap for today. Mary, how do you feel?
I feel motivated. I'm going to go stack a habit right now. After I turn off this microphone, I'm going to write down one goal for tomorrow in English.
That's the spirit. Thanks for listening to the Habit Lab. We'll see you next time.